Hi, everyone. I know that it's been a really long time since you've heard from me. And when the news broke, I put out a statement that said everything I've done has been legal and consensual, and that's true. I know it looks bad, and it doesn't show the full scope of what happened. I stand by the fact that all my relationships have been consensual and legal, and that's just it. What I have come to understand is this was always about sex to me, controlled my life. It was the focus. It was my focus all the time. When I first started doing stand-up and I started getting a little bit of notoriety in my early 30s, having sex got a lot easier, is for the lack of better words. And I felt lucky. I felt like, oh, wow, I don't need to work as hard. I can just do a show and then have sex, or roll into a city and look at my inbox and then just start writing. And I did, man. I wrote. I know you've seen some of the messages online. There's way more than that. I would get at least 50 messages after a show each city a night, and I would reply to all of them. And I thought in my mind that being straight up with these women was the right thing to do. I'd say, hey, come to my hotel room and let's have sex. Let's make out. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I realized through all of this that doing that is just treating sex like it's casual and being flippant with people. And that's not the guy I want to be. It's not okay, and I'm sorry for that. It makes me feel shameful, and it makes me feel bad. People talk a lot about the power dynamic and about, why should someone who is a fan of yours have to worry about if you want to sleep with them or not? And I don't know where I fall on that. I sometimes think, especially in my early 30s, I would be like, well, the girl has the power because that's, I want to have sex with them, and if they want to have sex with me, then great. But what I can say is the familiarity. I would use the familiarity that I had with these women to have sex. I was like, oh, they already use me. They already know me. I didn't have to do the extra work. And I was talking to one of my friends about this and about the power dynamic and about the familiarity and not having to use that. And I said, why is that behavior not okay? Why is it not okay to sleep with somebody if it's consensual and they want to sleep with you? And he said, it's okay. Well, it is okay. It's okay until it's not. And that was when, a lot of it clicked for me. It was something that just became life controlling. And I had a problem. And I do have a problem. It's not like you months down the line, you just kind of, everything's better. I need to do work on that. I would think about it all the time. I would go and I would do my show, and like I just said earlier, and it was too much, and it became a lifestyle that I didn't know how to stop. I didn't even think I had a problem. I thought that this was how it was. I thought that guys in my position were lucky enough and fortunate enough, and it was going out of control. And I never stopped it. I cheated on most of the girls that I've been with. I cheated on my fiance now. And this is my dream girl. This is the girl that I want to be with for the rest of my life. And even that wouldn't stop what I was doing. And I was headed for this. I was headed for this. And this needed to happen because I wouldn't have stopped cheating. I wouldn't have stopped using sex, I wouldn't have stopped. So I have a chance here to really, and I have been doing the work and being somebody who is a role model for my son. And I want to do that, and I can't stress that enough. I can't go back, and I can't fix that part of me, that hole in me that was trying to be filled with that, the loneliness on the road, or the fear that I felt, or the insecurity that I would try to chase and just conquer with this, with sex, and it was out of control. So I have a chance here to apologize to the people who got caught up in that shit, and the lies that I would tell my fiance, my friends, and I'm sorry. I think that being a comedian, it's funny, the stuff that you tell yourself to make everything okay, like the cheating and the sex every night or whatever. Any guy would do this, which is not true. It was too much, and I made too many excuses, and I can't do it anymore, and I haven't been. And I've been on this path of recovery now for a bunch of months. I'm doing well, and it's the hardest thing ever, to have to look at yourself and realize that that's what it is, and that's what you've done, and that's who you are. And so that's that. But thanks for listening, and I appreciate you all. Thanks.